All right. Which step? This step. Okay, here we have what? What do you want to say? की तो VB पाहिजे. अरे बा रेसिप्रोकल घेतलाय ना इथं. याचा रेसिप्रोकल घेतलाय ना, मग VB वरती जाईल ना. परत काय सांगतोस? VB पाहिजे डिनॉमिनेटर मध्ये म्हणून. इथं काय? हिअर ओके, लेफ्ट साइडला. फाईन. इथं VD पाहिजे. युअर राईट. Here it should be VD. AD, B and C. AD compared with BC. AD compared with BC. Yes. You're right. Perfect. Good. लक्ष आहे. Fine. Okay. Now there is one more way being suggested. Sir, we can also get three equations from T1 upon T2 from the previous equations. Sir, we can also get three equations of T1 upon T2 from the previous equations. Okay. So, he's trying to say that two equations. Okay. So, he's trying to say that somehow find out T1 upon T2 in the language of VA-VD and T1 upon T2 in the language of VB-VC, and just equate T1 upon T2, and therefore you can get the comparison of VA-VD and VB-VC. Okay, now let's see what he is trying to say. Is this method clear to all of you, where we just blindly followed the rules of mathematics and the method that I have given to you? What is the method that I have given to you? The method that I have given to you is very simple. As I always say that physics question can be very easily solved if you just write down the equations, and if you simply go by the mathematics simply says that mathematics which is required for the physics, it simply says that try to write down the equation for what you want. Initially, I did not have any direct equation for VA upon VD and VB upon VC. So I just wrote equations that I know, or equations for the given things were adiabatic process and isothermal process. From the given things, I just which contain the quantities which are required by me. Okay, and then I just eliminated the unwanted quantities. This mathematics always helps me even if I don't know the particular method to solve the given question. Now some particular method is being suggested. Let's see what is that method. That method is saying that somehow find out the values of T1 upon T2 in terms of volumes. Okay, see what we have to compare. Sir, we have to compare VA upon VD is to be compared with VB upon VC. Okay, fine, no issues. So find out VA upon VD in terms of T1 upon T2 and VB upon VC in terms of T1 upon T2. All right, let us do that. So write down alternate method. Now we will not be following the mathematics. Now we will be following the particular way. The particular way being suggested is find out VA upon VD in terms of T1 upon T2 and VB upon VC in terms of T1 upon T2, means finding the values of T1 upon T2 and then equating those values. Okay, all right. So what are the equations we have for adiabatic process? Write down along with me. For adiabatic process, fine, we have TV raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. Okay, what were the adiabatic processes? A, B, C and D. Here we had temperature T1. At this point temperature will be T1. At this point temperature will be T1. At this point here on this curve temperature T2. At this point temperature T2. At this point temperature T2. Okay sir, fine. Now we have TV raised to gamma is equal to constant. So for the first adiabatic process, B to C process, for the process B to C, let us write T1 V1 raised to gamma means TVB raised to gamma. What is the temperature at point B? It is T1. So T1 into VB raised to gamma, T1 into VB raised to gamma is equal to T2 into VC raised to gamma. Okay, sir. So from this we get T1 upon T2 is equal to what? VC upon VB. T1 upon T2 is equal to what? VC upon VB raised to gamma. So we have value of T1 upon T2 in terms of this. Fine. You may have found out the value of VC upon VB or VB upon VC in terms of T1 upon T2. That is also okay. But let us find out T1 upon T2 values. Now for the curve BC, we have written this equation. This is alternate method. Now D to A process. D to A process. Here we can write TV raised to gamma minus 1 means temperature at point D, that is T2, into VD raised to gamma. Sorry, gamma minus 1. Gamma minus 1. I wrote gamma, my mistake. You also do this. You do this correction. T1, TV raised to gamma minus 1, gamma minus 1, gamma minus 1. Fine. So T2 into VD raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to T1 into VA raised to gamma minus 1. Okay, sir. Now let us find out T1 upon T2. T1 as it is, this T2 in the denominator is equal to this VD as it is, this VA in the denominator raised to gamma minus 1 as it is. So call this as equation number 2. Okay, sir. Fine. Now T1 upon T2, equation 1 and equation 2, left hand sides are equal, so right hand sides must be equal. So therefore, from equation 1 and equation 2, left hand sides are equal, so right hand sides must be equal. So VC upon VB raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to VC upon VB raised to gamma minus 1 is equal to VD upon VA raised to gamma minus 1. VD upon VA raised to gamma minus 1. Here we have equality sign. Here we have equality sign. Indices are equal. Equality sign. Indices are equal. Then base must be equal. Therefore, you can write VC upon VB is equal to VD upon VA. But sir, we want VA upon VD. Take reciprocals on both these sides. VA upon VD, reciprocal on right hand side and reciprocal on left hand side. VB upon VC. Again, you end up with the same answer. Okay, tell me, is this method clear to you? But it involves particular thought. No mathematics, particular thought. What is the thought? Find out T1 upon T2. दोन वेळा T1 upon T2 काढायचा बाळांनो, इक्वेट करायचा. That's it. Next step ला answer. Is this particular type of question clear to all of you? Reply in the chat box. Some graph will be given to you. Okay, some graph will be given to you and some comparison will be asked. What is my way? My way is just write down the equations for the given possible ways. Sir, is this a Carnot cycle? आता विषय कशाला काढायचा आहे Carnot cycle चा? अजून शिकवलेलंच नाहीये. For time being, I will not answer this question whether it is a Carnot cycle or not. Carnot की cycle not तिचे काय ते बघूया आपण नंतर. We'll see that. Okay. Fine. Next. Question number 35. Hope this question is clear to all of you. Chalo. We'll solve the next now. Next point now. Next question now. A piston divides a closed gas cylinder into the two parts. Okay. Closed gas cylinder into the two parts. Initially, the piston is kept pressed such that one part has pressure P0 and volume 5 times V0. All right. Let's try to draw. Let's try to draw it. Try to understand. We have one cylinder. We have one cylinder. Okay. A piston divides a closed gas cylinder. This is a closed gas cylinder. There is one piston which divides the two parts. Okay. We don't know whether these two parts are equal or not. Let's see what is given. Initially, the piston is kept pressed such that one part has pressure P0 pressure P0, okay, and volume 5 times V0, okay, volume 5 times V0, fine, and other part has pressure 8 times P0, all right, and volume is smaller, it is V0 only, okay. So this part has smaller volume, this part has larger volume. Even though they are looking equal, they are not equal. These volumes are different. Okay, sir, fine. The piston is now left free. Now the piston is released. Initially it was held such that this pressure is P0 and volume is 5 times V0. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yes. Is this point clear? Is this point clear? We have to find out new pressure and new volume. इथपर्यंत ऐकायला आलं होतं का? इथपर्यंत ऐकायला आलं होतं का? Initially we are given pressure P0 and volume 5 times V0. Okay, let's see the question again. What is given? There is one closed gas cylinder. There is one closed gas cylinder. Here we have pressure P0, volume 5 times V0, and here we have piston, and here we have pressure 8 times P0 and volume V0. Okay. Now this piston is separating the two parts. Gas is being separated into two parts by means of a piston. Now initially this piston is held, okay, held in such a way that this volume is 5 times V0, pressure is P0, and this volume is V0 and pressure is 8 times P0. Now the pressure is released. Sorry. Now the piston is released. Now the piston is released. Obviously, because of this higher pressure, piston will be pushed here. Piston will be pushed here. Okay, and the process will happen until the pressures become equal. Okay, process will continue until the pressures become equal. Okay, sir, fine. Now, what if now they are saying the process is isothermal. They are saying that process is isothermal. Now, for isothermal process, we have to find out new pressure and new volume. Okay, this movement of the piston, after we just leave it, that process they are saying that assume that as isothermal process, and now they are saying that find out the new pressure and new volumes. Find out new pressure and new volume for the isothermal and adiabatic process. Okay, for the isothermal and adiabatic process. Fine. Now what can be done? What can be done? Tell me. Process isothermal आहे. म्हणजे नक्की काय करायचं आपण? What is your thought on this? Now you know entire thermodynamics. What is isothermal process and all those things. PV equal to constant. बरोबर. PV equal to constant. म्हणजे finally temperature of this and temperature of this must be equal. Okay sir, fine. So इथलं नवीन प्रेशर, इथलं नवीन टेम्परेचर हे टेम्परेचर इक्वल पाहिजे. So we are trying to equate the temperatures. असं करायचं आहे, or something different is to be done. Final temperatures are equal, or they are saying process is isothermal. Then what to do? जरा विचार करा. During the entire process, now this piston will move either leftward or rightward. Final temperature of this portion and final temperature of this portion, they are equal, or now let us see what is going to happen. Let us decide what is going to happen. Here the pressure is 8 times P0, here the pressure is P0. This side pressure is more, so this force will be more, this force will be less. So this force is more, so this is going to be compressed. This part is going to be compressed and this part is going to be expanded. Okay, so just consider this part. Okay, just considering this part, now you can say that this part is being compressed, but this part is being compressed isothermally. Okay, means temperature of this part is not changing. Okay, and this part is being expanded, isothermally. हे piston left side ला shift होणार आहे. So this part will be compressed isothermally and this part will be this part will be expanded isothermally. Isothermal compression here, isothermal expansion here. Okay, fine. So for this part, what we can say, new pressure and new volume shall be something like this. Try to understand. Here we are having isothermal compression. New pressure, new volume. Okay, so P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. So P0 into 5 times V0 is equal to P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Try to understand. Okay sir, fine. Now we have one equation and two unknowns. Two unknowns are new pressure and new volume of this. Okay, fine. Next, what is next? Here this is isothermal expansion. Here we have isothermal expansion. So let us call this as region 1. Let us call this as region 2. Region 1, region 1, region 1, region 1. Okay, I know these are some tricky questions, but let us at least discuss the methods. Okay, these questions will be rarely there, but at least discuss the method. Okay, समजेल, हळूहळू समजेल. Okay, मी वेळ घ्यायला लागलोय कारण आपल्याला या मेथड्स पण नवीन आहे, हळूहळू समजतील. P new and V new. Second region. Okay sir, fine. Now what can be done? This process is again what? This process is again isothermal. So let us write P1 V1 means 8 times P0 into V0 is equal to P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Okay sir. New pressure in the second region and new volume in the second region. Okay sir, fine. Now what can be done? This can be done. See, you can take ratio of this two. Okay, let us take ratio of these two. Let's see what happens after taking the ratio. 5 upon 8, P0 V0 cancel. 5 upon 8 is equal to new pressure in the first region divided by new pressure in the second region. This upon this equal to this upon this. New volume of the first region divided by new pressure of the second region, new volume of the second region. Up to this, is that clear? Let me know in the chat box. इथपर्यंत समजते का बाळांनो? We have not did much steps. Step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. समजते का बघा? Everyone? It's not that difficult. We know the piston is going to move either leftward or rightward. For this gas, this part process is isothermal. For this also process is isothermal. Isothermal ला काय? P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. P1 V1 equal to P2 V2, and we have to find out new volumes and new pressures. New volume and new pressures. Up to this, is that clear? Let me know in the chat box, everyone. I'm expecting reply from everyone. I'm waiting for that, because on the next step I'm going to have the answers. Next step ला बाळांनो आन्सर असणार आहे माझ्याकडे. गुड. आता बघा, सिंपल थॉट. माझा थॉट असा आहे. My thought is simply saying that if ultimately there is equilibrium, means force from the leftward force and the rightward force are going to be equal. So forces are equal, areas are also equal, then pressures are going to be equal. Only then the pistons will be balanced. Okay, means I am having some new data in my mind, that is new pressure in the first region and the new pressure in the second region are going to be equal. Only then the piston will stop moving. Yes, this is what I want you to understand. Now I will simply cancel this and this. Therefore 5/8 becomes, this cancels with this. Try to understand. This cancels with this. Pressures बाळांनो finally equal असणार आहेत. The pressures are finally going to be equal. Okay sir, fine. Now this is some data I have. Now I have one equation. In two unknowns. New volume 1, new volume 2. Now I want one more equation in terms of new volume 1 and new volume 2. माझ्याकडे already एक equation आहे, new volume 1 and new volume 2. I want one more equation in terms of new volume 1 and new volume 2, and that can be found out very easily. Ultimately, volume of this container is going to be constant. So total initial volume of the two compartments is equal to total final volume of the two compartments. So what is the final volume? New volume of the first compartment plus new volume of the second compartment. That addition is actually going to be equal to the total initial volume, because this is not going to change. This can shift, piston can shift left and right, but this is not going to change. Okay sir, so that means it is 5 times V0 plus V0, 5 times V0 plus V0, and therefore answer is 6 times V0. This is equation number 6. Now you people tell me, now you have two equations and two unknowns. First equation is equation 5 and second equation is equation 6. Two equations and two unknowns, V knew 1, V knew 2. Now find out the values of unknown V knew 1 and V knew 2 and tell me the answer. बोला, दोन इक्वेशन दोन अननोन आहेत बाळांनो. यातनं एक इक्वेशन मधनं V knew 1 कॅल्क्युलेट करा, याच्यामध्ये टाका. V knew 1 आणि V knew 2 कॅल्क्युलेट करा and let me know in the chat box what will be the new volume for isothermal process. किती आला? How many times V0 in terms of V0? Which step is to be repeated? Please repeat. Sixth step or sixth step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. अरे वाह, piston left right होणार आहे. Piston can shift left or right, but this total volume is going to be constant. Total volume of the cylinder is going to remain constant. So initially this compartment has volume 5 times V0 and this compartment has volume V0. So 5 V0 plus V0 is 6 times V0 initial volume. But initial total volume of the cylinder, piston is moving inside the cylinder. but volume of cylinder is constant. So new volume of this left compartment plus new volume of the right compartment, that addition must be equal to this addition. Volume left चा कमी जास्त होईल, right चा कमी जास्त होईल, but addition of volume of left and right side is going to remain constant. Okay, step number 6. Fine, now we have two equations, two unknown. Solve these two equations and two unknown and tell me what is the new volume 1. पहिल्या केस मधला न्यू व्हॉल्यूम किती येईल बाळांनो, सांगा मला पटकन. टेल मी. How many times? 30 upon 13. 30 upon 13. Okay. 30 upon 13 times V0 आला. Okay. आला का त्यांचा पण तसाच? जरा चेक करा. That will bring the smile on your face. Ultimately we also got the same answer. Yes. Now new volume 2 is what? किती आला बाळ? Remaining. किती येतो जरा? How can it be 30 upon 13? It should be 13 upon 13, huh? No, you are right, you are right, you are right. 30 upon 13 times V0. Actually it is this. Am I right? Am I right? Out of this entire volume 6 V0, 5 by 13 is here. And of course, remaining is what? 5 by 13 चा remaining काय असेल बाळ? 8 by 13 of the entire value. 48. Are you getting this? Are you getting this? Yes, I took the fraction logic. Fraction logic. 5 by 13 of total volume is here. So 8 by 13. Remaining will be 8 by 13 of total volume. एकच calculation करणार ना मी. Why I will do the second calculation? No, I will use the fraction logic. Once I get this, I will use direct fraction logic and I will directly write the answer. Out of this total volume, this fraction is on the left hand side. Remaining fraction means 5 by 13 is the remaining fraction काय असेल बा? 8 by 13 of total volume. That will be 48 by 13. Is this clear to all of you? So what is going to be the final situation? Sir, the final situation is going to be like this. This entire total volume. Now, sir, 5 by 13. No, here 13 upon 30 or 5 by 13 of 6 times V0. 5 by 13 part is here and 8 by 13 part is here. 5 by 13 of 6 times V0 is this. 30 by 13 times V0, and here what is the volume we will be having? 48 by 13 times V0. Okay, what are the new pressures now? What are the new pressures now? Very easy thing to calculate. How to find out new pressures? Call this as equation number A, call this as equation number B. Now we have the new volume 1. Let us put equation A in this equation. Equation A in equation 1. So P0 into 5V0 is equal to new pressure in the region 1. New pressure in the region 1. New volume of the region 1 is 30 upon 13 times V0. Sir, V0 cancel. Sir, 5 and 30 cancel, 6 remains. New volume, sorry, new pressure in the region 1. New pressure in the region 1 is 13 times P0 divided by 6. 13 divided by 6 times P0 is the new pressure in the first region. Similarly, you can find out new pressure in the second region. Okay, similarly, you can find out new pressure in the second region. So equation B, in equation 2, what is the new pressure in the second region? Can you tell me? Can you people tell me how many times P0? It is 13 upon 6. Okay, again 13 upon 6. Obviously, the pressures are going to be equal. That was the thought we have used. Pressure equal झाल्यानंतरच तर ते थांबणार आहे. So pressures are going to be equal. So sir, no need to put this in this. Pressures are going to be equal. Fine. हा question बाळांनो समजला का? It was little bit tricky, but now you know one method. this part was getting compressed, but that compression is isothermal compression, and this part was getting elongated. That elongation was isothermal elongation. Right here equation P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. Right here equation P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. Equate the pressures, take the ratio, and write the volume conservation. Total initial volume of the two parts equal to total volume of the two parts. Initial volume of the two parts, total initial volume of the two parts equal to total final volume of the two parts, and then you will get the answers just by solving two equations, two unknown, for the new volume and new volume 2, new volume 1 and new volume 2. Is that clear? Same can be repeated for adiabatic process. फक्त काय होईल, PV raised to चा एक gamma फक्त येईल. That will be there. That will be there. Will you try that on your own? Same thing. P0 5 V0 raised to gamma is equal to P nu V nu raised to gamma. Again, in that case also pressures are going to be the equal. Final pressures are going to be equal. Now you try to deal with the raised to gamma. जरा raised to gamma बरोबर deal करायचा प्रयत्न करा तुम्ही. Is that okay? Today we solved two tricky examples. raised to gamma calculation tricks म्हणजे हा डेव्हलप कर ना बाळ, डेव्हलप कर कॅल्क्युलेशन ट्रिक रेस टू गॅमा बरोबर डील करायची. देर इज नो एज सच कॅल्क्युलेशन ट्रिक फॉर रेस टू. आता याला रेस टू कसं काढायचं ते आता त्याला आपल्याला काय करावं लागेल. सम व्हॅल्यू इज गिवन 5 रेस टू 3/2 और 5 रेस टू 1.5. यासाठी तुला काय करायचं, पहिल्यांदा स्क्वेअर रूट पाठ असेल स्क्वेअर रूट घे, अदरवाइज क्यूब रूट घे पहिल्यांदा, अदरवाइज क्यूब घे पहिल्यांदा आणि मग त्याचा स्क्वेअर रूट काढायचा प्रयत्न कर. ओके. Otherwise, at least what you have to remember is you have to remember these values at least. 10 raised to च्या values मी फार तर लक्षात ठेवू शकता. Okay, there is as such no trick for raised to things. Okay, as such there is no absolute trick for raised to things. या values पाठ करून ठेवा तुम्ही. 10 raised to 0.1, 10 raised to 0.2, 10 raised to 0.3. With that you can get the answers of 10 raised to values. 10 raised to आता इथं 10 raised to 1.2 असेल. 10 raised to 1.2 can be written as 10 raised to 1 multiplied by 10 raised to 0.2. 10 raised to 1 तर कोणीही काढतंय, पण 10 raised to 0.2 फक्त त्यांना माहित नसते. पण बाकीच्यासाठी काही कॅल्क्युलेशन ट्रिक देता येत नाही. 10 raised to नसेल, 5 raised to असेल काय करायचं, 15 raised to असेल, 1.3 raised to असेल. There is no as such calculation trick. Okay, you try to deal with it right after this lecture or maybe in the afternoon. Okay, try to find out the answer, try to deal with the answer. You may need to take the square roots or the cube roots or the raised to gamma आहे ना, मग gamma root वगैरे घ्यावं लागेल. Okay, एकदा चेक करा काय करावं लागतं. Fine. So how much time we have? It's already 11:10. Fine, till 11:20 we'll try to solve that question also. Okay, let's see what kind of calculations we need. Let's see. But before that, I want response from everyone. Is this question clear to all of you? Is this question clear to all of you? सगळ्यांना हे समजलं का? आपण काय काय केलं, आयसोथर्मल प्रोसेस अझम्पशन करून काय काय केलं समजलं का? It was little bit tricky, but now I want that your intellectual level is increased, so we can deal with such kind of questions. वाढली असेल ना आमची आता जरा बुद्धिमत्ता, so we can deal with such questions. Okay, fine. Now let us try to deal with that adiabatic process also. Okay, now we have to find out new pressures and new volume. Now we already know that these facts are going to be there. Which facts are going to be there? P1 V1. Now adiabatic part, write down. Assuming processes to be adiabatic, assuming processes to be adiabatic. Okay sir, fine. P1 V1 raised to gamma, P0 5 V0 raised to gamma is equal to P2 V2 raised to gamma, adiabatic compression. P nu of the first part, V nu of the first part raised to gamma. Okay sir, fine. Call this as equation 1. This equation P2 V2 raised to gamma 8 times P0 into V0 raised to gamma is equal to P1 V1 raised to gamma equal to P2 V2 raised to gamma. New volume of this gas is V nu raised to gamma. Again we know that finally the pressures are going to be equal, only then piston will stop moving. So P nu is going to be equal to P nu 2, P nu 1 equal to P nu of second part, second region, second compartment. Equation 1 upon 2, equation 1 upon 2, P nu 1 2 cancel, P0 V0 raised to gamma, 8 times P0 V0 raised to gamma cancel. So 5 raised to gamma will remain in the numerator. 5 raised to gamma will remain in the numerator. V raised to gamma, V raised to gamma, V0 raised to gamma, V0 raised to gamma already cancelled. P0, P0 cancel. 8 will remain in the numerator. 8 will remain in the numerator. V nu 1 2 this upon this, V nu 1 upon V nu 2 raised to gamma common at the index. Fine, sir, no issues. This is equation number 1. Gamma is already known to us, 1.5. We can use it as per our need. Now we have one equation. Gamma is already known. Gamma is already known. Now we have one equation in two variables. But now we also know that new volume of the first region plus new volume of the second region is going to be equal to total initial volume. Addition of new volume of this region and this region is going to be equal to addition of total initial volumes, or total initial volume, that is again going to be equal to 6 times V0. Call this as equation number 4 and this as equation number 5. Now two equations, two unknown. Now what can be done is, let us try to find out how to solve this now. Fine, let us take gamma root on both the side, that will be enough. From this equation, 5 raised to gamma upon 8, taking gamma root on both the sides so that we can get rid of the gamma, taking raised to 1 by gamma on both the sides, V nu divided by V nu raised to gamma. This is already there and we are taking gamma root. Square root म्हणजे raised to 1 by 2, gamma root म्हणजे raised to 1 by gamma. Index of index is multiplication of index. Index of index is multiplication of index. So 5 raised to gamma into 1 upon gamma is 1. Here 8 raised to 1 is there. So 8 raised to 1 by gamma. 8 raised to 1 by gamma is equal to index of index is multiplication of index. Okay, index of index is multiplication of index. Fine. Now you can put the value of gamma there. This equation implies V nu 1, V nu 2